Happy Saturday, everybody. How is everyone doing on this awesome Saturday? I'm still a little under the weather, so that's why I haven't been on in a few days trying to recover. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's in the air or what, but it just seemed like the sicknesses, everybody just getting a little under the weather, a lot of people. And it hit me. That's why I don't like to go outside. Just went to the grocery store, came back, and was sick. That's why I do not like to go outside. Outside and me do not mix because it never fails. Every time I decide to go out, I always get sick. It's just like always. It's always the same thing. How everybody doing?
Yo,
I'm lying, huh? Yeah, huh? Yeah, but some water and I'm sorry, y'all. Putting my order for the store. My husband going to the store for me. Hey, Double Driver, how you doing? How you doing? How have y'all week been? Like I said, I know I've been gone a couple days, not feeling too good. Trying to recover, y'all. Trying. Huh? Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm getting feel a little better. She keeps saying that. She all right. Just hold her. Trying to feel better. So what y'all been up to? What y'all been doing on the internet? I've been in a couple people chats because ain't nothing to do but lay down and watch YouTube and sleeping. Try to sleep. I'm asleep the majority of the day today. My body's pretty good at putting itself to sleep when I don't feel good. It's pretty good at trying to recover itself. So I sleep, 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 sleep. Hey, Rosalind Jones, how you doing? What's been going on? With any topics y'all want to talk about? Of course, we still see them going in about Miss Hollow them, y'all. I'm like, they just won't let that thing rest, honey. Now they talking all about because they say the necklaces Shell and them got on. Say they got Miss Hollow ashes in them. So they saying that she was cremated. They said that Cal went on alive, so he must have took it down. They said he was on alive, and he said that Miss Hollow was cremated. So I don't know. I don't know. I missed it. I tried to go back and watch it when I seen him say that he said that. I went back to watch it, but he must have took it down. That's good, Rosalind Jones. She wasn't. That's what I thought too. I seen it at the bear site like everybody else, but they claim that necklace Shell got on. They said it got her ashes in it, and they say Cal said it. Say Cal was on a live and said it, but I went back and looked and watched the live that he allegedly said that in. But like I said, he might have took it down, or I don't know if it just never happened, and they just creating that narrative in their heads, child. Because I don't know what kind of clout they want off this family. Keep trying to do this, push it, push it, push it. I don't know what the end game is. Like I always say, like what do you want out of that? I don't get what they want out of that. Like why just constantly try to harass people? Like that's ridiculous. So what if her ashes in the necklace? That's their business, right? There's no more drama. Like what does it? Why is it a big deal? Whether she was cremated or buried? Like what does that matter? Like people sick. Like if she was cremated, so what? A lot of people ask to be cremated. A lot of people don't want to be buried. That's an option that you have. Why they try to make it seem like it's such a big thing and trying to blow up something? Like y'all trying to make really trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip. Like they really just trying to create a narrative so bad that makes these people look so bad. Cause what okay, if they did cremate her, how would that make them look bad? That may have been her wishes. If that's the case, why would they put the casket in the ground? Exactly. We definitely seen them at the burial site. They don't put no empty casket in no ground. Amen, Miss Rosalind Jones. Never have I seen it. Cause I know y'all was watching what I was watching, and we definitely saw him at a graveyard. But if Kyle said it, like I said, I don't know. I didn't see the live. Like I said, if he said it, I would have been able to have to see the live for myself, but I didn't. When I went back to look at it, I didn't hear the man mention anything, and unless, like I said, it was a live that he put up and took down. But like I said, at the end of the day, if she was cremated, so what? Like, what's the big deal? If that was her wishes, which I'm very quite sure if they did cremate, that would have had to been her wishes. I don't think that they would have done that if that's not what she wanted. Like, what's the problem? I want to be cremated and want my sons to put ashes in the bracelet necklace or whatever. Yeah, Miss Norma Drama, a lot of people are actually wanting that. And I think that's very nice myself. Because you have people even with grave sites, people go tear up people grave sites, um, and all kind of stuff. And like I said, sometimes mentally going to visit a grave site, sometimes it'll mess up your whole day mentally. Mentally, sometimes that thing you carry that hurt every time you leave that grave site. It feels like it's happening all over again. Remember, I told y'all that's why I don't visit my mom's graveyard as much as I used to. And that's why. Because every time I leave, I just, hey, Tammy Pritchard. It seemed like the day just, it's like sad. The whole day is just sad. So a lot of people just don't want that. They sound silly because if they cremated her, it would have been done before the funeral. Right. And we all saw her at the funeral. Then the lady talking about, well, how did she get the ashes so fast? How did she get the ashes so fast? Cause holla, we know she was at the funeral. How they brought her to the funeral? Like, come on now, make it make sense. Like they going as far as to continue to report Janice GoFundMe for her teeth. Like, why don't y'all want these people to have nothing? If people want to donate to her getting her teeth fixed, what is that? How is that hurting you? It's not like it's a scam. We all know that Janice wanted her teeth fixed. We've all physically seen her teeth, and evidently she must not be happy with it. Or like I said, she making them put their money where their mouth at. Y'all always got so much to say about my teeth. Run me them coins. Help me get them fixed. You know what I'm saying? So, well, how is that a scam? That's exactly, exactly what she wanted for. My sister wants to be cremated. She has it in her writing. Yep, a lot of people put that in their will and everything. Like, they don't want a graveyard. They don't want you to have to come out and visit them at no graveyard. Like, I think that's a lot. That's more intimate. I think like having the the ashes in a piece of jewelry. I would be scared, of course, to lose it. I would think that a lot of people will probably be scared that they would lose a necklace but I think that'll be a lot more intimate other than having it in the urn, um in their home. That might be a little bit more intimate. So I don't just understand why these people reaching so much. Like they just reaching, trying their best to take down this family for some reason. Like it's actually sickening at this point. Like it's just getting ridiculous. Like they is just never gonna let this family. Why they doing all that? This family is out there shopping. They looking at Patty LaBelle pancakes, baby. So while y'all stressing, baby, they over there shopping and living their best life, honey. While you spending your whole day trying to find a way to take down this family, a bunch of people that you do not know, honey. They living their best life. The soul with God, exactly. That every whatever left is just an earthly cavity, honey. The soul leaves the body once you pass away, and it goes to wherever it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? They probably won't wear it. Yeah, probably not. Mr. No More Drama probably won't wear it on a regular basis. But yeah, they all investigate like they just they trying to make this one of them dang on shows need to be on the ID channel. Trying to say that they hurt Miss Holler. They did not hurt Miss Holler. Miss Holler was 97 years old. She was passing away. Like I said before, if they was doing anything like feeding her and stuff like that, and they were not supposed to, they recorded it. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, they recorded it. Do you think if they was really doing something illegal or something that you think would get them in legal trouble, they would have been recording it? It was on live for everybody to see. Like, why are they reaching so much? That's the question. Like I told y'all before, it's my thing. Like, what's the end game? What do you want out of this? What do you expect to gain from what you're doing? Like, she not what you trying to get justice for? What a justice supposed to come from? Because at the end of the day, Miss Hollis still gone. So what is your end game? What justice are you looking for? Because evidently, I don't think you're looking for justice. For some reason, you want a bunch of people to follow behind you to help you try to take down this family. Again, a family of people that we don't know. We don't know, what they have going on. From what I see a woman that's already dealing with a lot with autistic kids and trying to maintain her family while trying to deal with trauma and the morning of losing her grandmother. But in the midst of that, you still out here trying to slander her name. People out here trying to slander her name, still trying to dig in their pockets. Child, that money gone. Whatever money they did have, baby, where you gonna get it from? Like I said, you can't get blood out of a turnip. That money is gone, honey. Those people got taxes. It's tax season, baby. They got taxes they got to figure out how to pay and everything else while you still worrying about them. I think it's only content and harassment. Yes, ma'am, it's no more drama. It's harassment at this point. I totally agree with that. And I just hope that Shell and them try to jump in front of it. Like I said before, she need to go ahead and call the FBI and stuff herself and go ahead and tell her side of the story. Go ahead and jump in front of the drama just because they're trying to get, law enforcement involved. I think she should jump in front of it just because they've gone that far, which I know she probably feel like I ain't dealing with that because I know what I did and didn't do. My family know what we did and didn't do. But I just think she may just need to intercept it, jump in front of it, and go ahead and let them know I ain't hiding. Like Mystical said, here I go. You ain't gotta look for me. Here I go. I ain't got nothing to hide. So here I am. I present myself to you. They can tell you what they want to tell you. Because it's always three sides to a story. Your side, my side, and the truth, baby. So at the end of the day, the truth gonna outstand the lie any day. So they can keep on trying to dig and pick and prick and try to make something out of nothing, baby. But God see high and look low. You got to be careful how you try to handle people. Because while you think they don't have no protection, baby, God sees all. Hey, Kenna B, how you doing? God sees all, and you'll never, you know, flourish in life trying to be a hateful person or just trying to, you know, have malicious intent towards somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, all we know is who they present themselves to be when they click on that live. That's it. Once they cut that live off, we don't know who they are. Just sad because God will deal with it. Yes, He will. God will deal with it better than anybody earthly can. God will deal with it and understand under false pretenses, baby. the fallback gonna be major. Like you just got to stop. Like I just never seen nothing like this in my life, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Like even when you coming up and you beefing with somebody, we gonna go ahead and handle the beef. Ain't nobody gonna care. I'm not fit. Let me tell you something. As a woman, even if I did have an issue with another woman, baby, I'm not waking up and going to sleep thinking about you. I just ain't. That's it. That's all. Cause you know what? I'm a human. I got my own life and my own stuff to worry about. And I'm not gonna worry about. I'm not gonna go to sleep and wake up worrying about you. Cause I got my own life, and I'm definitely not gonna go to sleep and wake up thinking about doing something ill to you, or trying to ruin your life, or trying to do something that could take you away from your autistic babies. Like that's hateful. FBI sis probably laughing at them and what they're reporting. That's what I'm saying. I hope the FBI just tell them like, don't call him no more, or the FBI contact share them like, okay, these people keep calling. At this point, we have the paperwork for you to help you get defamation case open. Like help them, help me, help you. You know what I'm saying? Cause stop feeding it to it. Cause girl, it's real crimes out here. It's real people out here losing their lives. Real stuff that FBI need to be worried about. Instead of you calling every day about Miss Holla and Miss Holla going on the glory, honey. Miss Holla is in a better place than any of us is right now. While y'all on this earth being hateful and trying to chase clout, baby. Miss Holla walking on them gold floors, honey. Miss Gala is in that room in that mansion that was made just for her, Lord, that the Lord was prepping for her while she was down here making us laugh and smile, honey. She in that room that we all one day hope to make it to that room that God made just for us. All the trials and tribulations that we going through right now on earth, and when we go lay in that room, baby, everything is made new. Everything is nothing but good. Like it's enough bad going on in the world without people doing this to people. It's ridiculous. Someone told Janice to put makeup on her teeth. What? And what? See how ignorant? See, that's ignorance. Like what that's supposed to do? And I hope that same person took the initiative to donate to that GoFundMe. You got so much to say. I hope you put your money where your mouth at. You tired of seeing it? Go on and donate to that GoFundMe. So I put makeup on it. No, put some dollars on it. Put some dollars on it. Okay, put some dollars on them teeth. Since they offend you so much, and you got to say some old mess like that. That's the stupid. See what I'm saying? Like I would. That ain't even a good roast right there. Put some makeup on your teeth. That ain't even a good roast. I hope Janice ripped their behinds up because that roast they was so doggone sour. I would say, oh, that's the best you got, baby. Yeah, I'd have went on. It went in on them. Try to put some makeup on your teeth. Child, bye. You don't even know how to roast right. That's ridiculous. Child, that wouldn't have been the teeth joke. You could have said 1,000 other things, honey. 1,000 other things. Outside of that lame stuff, to put some makeup on your teeth. Tell your mammy to put some makeup on hers. You're ridiculous behind. Child, y'all seen that little girl said she was R. Kelly and the Leah daughter. Now, let me tell y'all something. Now, I did do a short about it. I did another short. I didn't upload it because it's only like 10 seconds. I'm trying to find a way to extend it, right? Because the truth did come out. The little girl was lying. But y'all, and y'all know, I'm biased, y'all, but it was funny. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Now, at first, when she first came out, let me tell you something why I did believe it. I did believe it because, in the industry, they say so much wicked stuff goes on, so much behind the scenes stuff. Like, of course, they hide babies and it's showing in their ignorance. Yes, ma'am, it's no more drama and it's ridiculous. Like, top of some put makeup on your teeth. Girl, I would have roast her behind. Because, for one, that you just got on my nerves with that simple behind joke, honey. Just for the fact that you just decided to say that out loud, honey, I'm finna get on you and everything attached to you because now you playing the wrong kind of game, baby. If you gonna roast me right now and just be prepared for my comeback now. Because good roast session, honey. Play with it if you want to. Talk of some put makeup on your teeth. Now, Rosalind Jones, now listen, right? Well, remember, they did say, remember, it was a rumor around that Leah was pregnant. Remember when she went off the scenes and everybody said she had an abortion. Now, I do remember that rumor going around when she was living, right? So this girl came out and she said that she was that child. She said, y'all believe she had an abortion and she didn't. Child, she was all on live playing the music in the background, crying, child. Talking about, and they was asking her what she was crying for. She said, I'm crying because I miss my mama. She said, y'all don't know how it feels to miss a mama. Y'all, she just was so deep, right? It's on TikTok. So I was watching the girl stuff, y'all. Y'all know me. So I'm like, y'all, well, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like I say, in the industry, we all know they hide a lot of stuff. They do a lot of, allegedly a lot of crazy stuff, and they hide stuff. Trying to sing. You see the Rosa Jones? Y'all, my voice, I know I sound all stopped up, y'all, because I am. But I said, I got to come talk to my people because I ain't talked to y'all in a few days and I miss y'all. I ain't gonna be front. Hey, Angela Brooks. I said, we got to talk about it, y'all. So, she was on that second. She was, Rosa. Why you had to bring that TikTok back to my mind, child? You about to make, woo, child. I was crying, laughing. I ain't gonna even front or flex with y'all, okay? Ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. Because honey went in, okay? Clout chasing at its finest, honey. She was doing even the girl, the crying part. I was like, this girl was hard down crying and tried to fool us. Girl had me believing her behind. I'm like, well, wait a minute now, y'all. You can't really go by looks. Sometimes people look like other people in the family. So I'm like, maybe she is, Aaliyah and R. Kelly daughter. People just don't know. They hide kids. It's basically what she. Oh, hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. They had actors and stuff raising her. She talking who, like my real mama or the people who was paid to say they was my mama, like stuff like that. So she had me believing it for a minute because, like I said, I've heard of a lot of stuff that they do in the industry. Thank you, baby. You'll put it down there, boo. Um, I don't want no ice cream, babe. Get at the doo doo so she can help. Oh, okay. We'll put it in the freezer for her, babe. Thank you so much. You was thinking about me yesterday, Roger Jones. Thank you so much. Yeah, child. I'm trying to get better, y'all, but I had to come talk to y'all tonight. I said I miss my people. With all that R. Kelly thing, honey, it just had me going. And then when I posted the short that I did post, people was on that topic. She do sound like him when she said something. One guy said something. I said, "Child, this baby had me believing her." Because, like I said, nothing is too far fetched when it comes to that industry, honey. You never know what is really going on behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just come out and say she lying because people looking at her face. Everybody knows sometimes kids don't look like their parents. So let's get it. Thank you so much, Keena B. Come on, y'all. So we can't act like. But child, when it came out who her real mama was, child, she looked just like her mama. I said, if I was her mama, I would tell her behind next time you need some clothes and shoes, baby, you better go find the Leah or Kelly, honey, or go see if you can get some out of Leah Will with your little line behind. Child, I gotta post a short, y'all, but I'm trying to extend it to 60 seconds. It's only like 10 seconds. But y'all, the girl looked just like her real mama. I mean, when I say twins, y'all, I mean twins. But like I said, she had, I at first when I first glanced, y'all, I ain't gonna flex. I was like, child, go sit down somewhere. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here now. But as she kept doing TikToks, I'm like, well, what? Wait a minute. Maybe. And then she did the one with Aaliyah music playing in the background, and child was crying, y'all. And said how she missed her mama and stuff. I was like, well, shoot, maybe that is her doggone mama. Maybe we just, maybe they did hide her because she said y'all thought she had an abortion and she did. I'm her daughter. And I was like, well, don't you? Maybe she is shy. But honey, when she tried to sing, I knew then. When she tried to sing like Aaliyah had Aaliyah top of 4-page letter. I said, oh no, this girl here reaching so bad. Y'all ain't gonna lie. When she called herself singing that 4-page letter, son, honey, it was over with for me then. I said, oh no, she lying. Cause baby, that was clout chasing at its finest, baby. Now, why would you get on the people TikTok, honey, and do all that and try to sing like that, honey? You know, just say like the girl now, another girl that came out said she the daughter of she Miley Cyrus' sister, honey. Said she the secret daughter of Billy Ray and the mama. Said she Miley. I said, oh Lord, I'm about to go on there and say I'm Aretha Franklin daughter, then, honey. Cause if we could just pick parents now, Oprah, somebody like that, honey, I'm finna be somebody's daughter. Cause if we just pick parents at this point with some money, honey, let's all pick one. Cause they just reaching now at this point. Shoot, Aretha. Shoot, I'm gonna be Aretha daughter. Cause they just doing the most, honey. I said, now this finna start a whole bunch of mess. Now here this girl that came out top. She the secret child of Billy Ray Cyrus now. I'm like, oh Lord. But you know what? Whatever she was chasing, she got it in the moment. Cause everybody started reporting the thing. It was all over the world. And y'all, I really ain't gonna do to say nobody else my mama. Don't be crazy. I'm just it was a little jokey joke. Okay. I'm proud of the mother that I had. Okay. Very proud. Um, but yeah, everybody started reporting, honey. They was ready to run that story, honey. It was all over the world about this child. I said but that's how fast stuff like that, like drama, that's how fast drama travels. Like people could kind of look at her and like I said, we couldn't go off of looks because we all know how DNA works. But when she tried to sing, that was reaching for me. I said, yeah, when she tried to sing, that told me right there in that moment that she was lying because that was just too much. Why did you try to add that? You try to add the cherry to the top, baby, and that cherry blew up because that's the thing that, told me, nah, baby, you reaching at this point, sweetheart. You just trying to get some clout, which she got though. She got exactly what she was looking for. But then she started saying, like her last live, I went today to try to find her page, and I guess she took it down because I couldn't find it today. I just saw all the people that was talking about it, but I didn't see her specific page anymore. So I'm thinking that maybe she just went on and took it down when she see that she was exposed for telling that fib. Talking she was them people child. But she talking about people trying to quiet her. She was like, well, sue me then. Like I started to believe a girl because she was like, sue me. If I'm lying, sue me and this, that, and the third and the fourth. And the whole time that baby knows she was still lying. But I just hope that her mother get her the help that she need. Because for you to come out and say something like that, or her mama could have been in cahoots now. Her mother could have been in cahoots with it. Because if not, because they were showing all kind of like she got a whole wall dedicated to Aaliyah. And just the way she was talking, she's an obsessed fan, in my opinion. I think she's a very obsessed fan, but she's unhealthy. That's an unhealthy type of obsessed. So I really think her mother needs to get her the help she needs because she definitely needs help. Like for her to sit on TikTok and cry and all that, saying that those were her parents, something mentally ain't right. The elevator ain't going always making it to the top floor. She needs to really, really get that baby some help for her to reach that far. Right. But did y'all hear about the 6-year old, y'all? Oh my God. Did y'all hear the story about the 6-year-old baby, y'all? On the bus? Y'all, please tell me if y'all heard about that story, honey. I'd have been crying. Oh my God. Y'all just imagine you send your baby to school, y'all. Just imagine you send your baby to school, your 6-year-old baby to school, and your baby is getting taken advantage of on a bus by a 13-year-old boy. Your 6-year-old son, and he's been taken advantage on a bus, y'all, by a 13-year-old boy. Hey, Lady Charisma, how you doing? Y'all, my heart broke. I said that, and then everybody says about sue, but I understand all the suing part. Yeah, do that for sure. Because those bus drivers are supposed to walk those buses. There's nowhere in the world you left a 6-year-old on a bus and didn't happen multiple times. And it's on camera. It's no way that you didn't walk that bus every day and make sure all those children were off. You understand me? This is where the school district pissed me off. How in the world wasn't y'all walking that bus every day to make sure that baby was off that doggone bus? Was there others on the bus? Not from what I seen, Miss No More Drama. But this little boy had been doing this to this baby, had been doing it multiple times. Like I said, suing is suing, but do you think about the mental, what it was doing to this baby? They say that this baby, y'all, Oh my God, they said it was trauma inside this. Y'all, I don't even think I can talk about it, y'all. I'm about to cry again. I'm like, my baby ain't never riding no bus. I don't care. I'll be a pick up and drop off because that's ridiculous. Like everybody in that situation is responsible. Like, how could you not walk that bus and make sure that all them babies off that doggone bus? And this little nasty behind 13-year-old. You's a nasty little boy. Oh, y'all. And you see what I'm saying? And then they be saying children, children, children. How do you have sympathy for a child that do some mess like that? How do you have sympathy for a child that do that? Like, you vicious. Oh, he only 13. I don't give a dog on how old he is. Like, it ain't no sympathy or nothing for him. Because imagine what he did to that 6-year-old baby mind. He got to live with that forever. Probably going to question his sexuality forever. Like, they don't understand. Like, that kind of trauma right there is everlasting. It don't go away. No matter how much money you get, if the family sue, it ain't going to fix that baby. And this has been going on. He ain't going to never feel safe nowhere. No more. Like, that's ridiculous. That little baby ain't going to never feel safe nowhere no more. He couldn't even go to school in peace. What happened to the 13-year-old? Did he get arrested? Miss, no more drama. Let me see. Because the last time I checked, they ain't saying nothing about he had been arrested. But he need to be. He need to be. And his little behind need to go to jail. Period. Ain't no sympathy because he's 13 and ain't nobody want to hear about your counseling and none of that. No. No. Because they don't understand that. They be playing with that. Like that junk is everlasting trauma. Y'all, that happened in my school district. That passed me off so bad. It happened in your school district, Miss Lady Charisma? Oh my God. Like, how in the world? Like, how in the world? Like, that's ridiculous. And it say repeatedly, I don't know if I can say the R word. 6-year-old repeatedly R by older boy on Aldine school bus, his mother said. Let me see if they say anything. She said, the mama said, I'm angry. I have no words. I know she don't. Because, baby, I would have been trying to get my hands on that little boy. However, since she didn't know about any sort of incident until last week, her son's back. Say what happened was how they ended up finding out because the baby backpack had been thrown off the bus. And they happened to see how the baby backpack ended up outside the bus, and they looked at the camera and they told the mama to come in. And when the mama came in, that's what they told her they had saw on the doggone camera. Say all the assaults were captured on video, and that's when she got a call from the school. I received a call 5 hours later asking me if I could come to the school and pick up my son. And when she got there, they told her about that. Say the details got more and more graphic every doggone time, y'all. Let me see. They ain't saying nothing about what happened to that little boy. Miss Lady Charisma, do you know what happened to the 13-year-old? They said they want the bus driver removed and the school principal disciplined. Neither the school district nor the union representing the bus drivers gave any additional comments. As for the child, she said she sent him back to school. I wouldn't have sent him back to that school. But he's not riding the bus. So she sent the baby back to school. She said he don't understand, but she got to understand. Yes, he don't understand exactly what was happening to him, but he'll always remember that trauma, and it's going to make him fight with his sexuality. Oh, they ain't gonna tell us nothing, y'all. They talk about why couldn't the boy be given a second chance? He's not really at his age understanding the magnitude. Child by, they looking for child by. They trying to find some sympathy, talking about the if God gives second chances, why couldn't the 13-year-old get a second chance? Baby, the second chance to do what? To hurt somebody else's child? A second chance to do what? How many chances you supposed to get when you do some mess like that? Or a second chance to do what? Then he going after people doggone babies. Talk about second chance. Because you know what? All right. Okay. Second chance. All right. Second chance. All right. Second chance. Okay. They say juvenile cases are not public, so I guess they ain't going to tell us what's going on with that little 13-year-old. But please understand. Let me tell you something. No. And just imagine this, that had they been watching them cameras like they should have, y'all, they probably would have found it after the first incident. And this child probably wouldn't have had to go through this junk repeatedly. Had the school did what they had to do and been watching those doggone cameras on that bus, which I'm very quite sure they probably only watch them if there's an incident. But why not just watch them to watch them? To see what's going on. Because had they been doing that, they would have caught that the first time. And that baby wouldn't have had to go through that repeatedly. But I'm just still saying, like, why the bus driver not walking the bus? When I was coming up on the doggone school bus, the bus drivers used to walk the bus and make sure everybody off that bus. Yeah, no second chances, Miss Lady Charisma. He ain't get no second chance. Because how that parent's supposed to walk around in her neighborhood, where she from, and have to run into that little boy and not supposed to do nothing. Huh? But see, if she take matters into her own hands, the whole world trying to make it seem like she a bad person. But can you imagine what mentally that done to her baby? They talk a second chance. So a second chance to do what? He didn't give that baby no chance. He didn't give that 6-year-old baby no chance. So why does he deserve one? That's what I be saying. These doggone teenagers, a lot of them know exactly what they be doing. But they feel like because they're teenagers and juveniles, they can get away with stuff. Because the doggone judicial system give them a slap on the hand every time they do something. So they have the repeated behavior. And it gets worse and worse and worse because they're not held accountable the first time. They get in there and give them a slap on the doggone wrist. But honey, for you take the initiative to do something like that with a baby, honey, you sick. You sick in the head. He don't need no second chance to do nothing. He need to be locked away. Period. And they also need to find out if somebody had been doing that to him. Because where did he get that from? Where did he get that from? Like, where did his mom make him wake up and think to go to school every day to do that to a little baby? But like I said, that school district, it ain't that school bus driver, and everybody need to be held accountable because you should have been walking your bus and make sure all them babies off that bus. Because like I said, when you was coming up in school on that bus, they used to walk that bus and make sure everybody was off the bus. So how you leave somebody's 6-year-old baby on the bus with a 13-year-old? And then I'm just imagining like the baby probably was screaming, or he probably, it just make you, when you hear stuff like that, it just make you think like, what was going on in that baby mind when it's some mess like that was going on with him. I prayed for the mother, me too, because Lord God, I can just imagine her head is all over the place in this moment, Miss Lady Charisma. I can imagine that mama don't know what to do. She don't know what the right thing is to do outside of suing. That's the first thing, okay? The suing part is the first part of it, but it's the more in-depth part of it that she's going to have to deal with. The trauma her son is going to have to endure. That no amount of money in the world that they can give her is going to fix. You understand what I'm saying? They love, the suing part. Yeah, that's what it is, but that still ain't gonna fix her baby. No amount of money in this world they can give him, and now he going right back to school. So it made national news. So I just imagine like, is the children at the school saying something to him? Like, is he getting harassed or anything like that? Because you're sending right back to the same school. I wouldn't have did that. He wasn't going back to that school, baby. If he was going to school, baby, I just think at this point my child would have been homeschooled. He ain't going back to nobody's school because I wouldn't trust him and nobody care. But I do understand that parents have to work. So I don't know why she's in a situation she had to send him back to school. We could only, think, everybody don't have the ability to not work and, stay off of work because bills still got to be paid. No matter what you go through in life, what kind of traumas or obstacles are thrown in your way, baby, the rent man don't care about what happened. The light bill people don't care. The water bill people don't care. Insurance people don't care. So life still goes on and bills still coming in while you fighting the good fight. But baby, I just wish that she had some type of support team around her where that baby could have been homeschooled or something like that and not had to go back to school. Because it just imagine, even if the little boy has been arrested or taken out of school, he still probably don't trust nobody bigger than him. He probably still, look at boys and think that they're looking at him crazy or thinking about hurting him. Because he's an innocent little baby. His innocence was taken, and it's just so sad. At such a gentle age, he was violated by somebody at his school. Imagine putting your baby on the bus every day, sending them to school, thinking everything is fine. Your baby coming home and not saying anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine, like, this baby was not saying anything. So can you imagine how afraid he was? He didn't even come home and tell mama that this little boy was doing this to him. It just happened to this particular situation with the book bag being thrown out the window, and it happened to spark something big. But this poor baby didn't even know how to go home and tell him, because he's a baby, y'all. He's a toddler. At 6 years old, he's a toddler. Like that is y'all. Ooh. Like, people need to get their kids, like, for real. You know what? I pray for her sanity. Because, like I said, if that little boy, it ain't nowhere in the world you could walk around and seeing that little boy. And they better think about that. That little boy family better think about that. Because ain't nobody gonna walk around, let your son walk around here freely after they did some mess like that to their little toddler. And you think they're supposed to understand? They're supposed to be able to see him and not do nothing? You never know. That lady could see him one day and her mind just flipped, thinking about the position her baby was in while that was going on. All kind of different stuff. And that lady may just click. And you know what? I'm just gonna be 1,000% honest with you, baby. I would not question it. Because as a mother and also as a child of going through something like that, I would not question it, baby. Because I was hoping that, I wishing and praying that somebody would have protected me. So, and it ain't no sympathy over here for him. I don't care how old he is. There's no compassion for that 13-year-old, no sympathy for him. I don't care. It ain't, even if somebody did it to you, that didn't give you the right to go do that junk to nobody toddler. It ain't no compassion for him. Talk about a second chance. A second chance to hurt somebody else's little baby. To be around somebody else's little toddler and hurt them. A second chance to do that. Because he's sick. He's sick in his head. And he got a ego issue to go pick on a little toddler. All these little boys walking around here that's coming out early in life, very early in life. You could have found somebody that like what you like. You ain't had to go mess with nobody little 6-year-old baby. All these boys walking around here, these children are freely coming out the closet, baby. They not staying in no closet until they older. Like when we was coming up, if they was, it was a secret. They ain't let nobody know that they was happy. No, now these babies coming out through the door, baby. They coming out early in life. So it would be very easy for him to find somebody that like what he like. He did not have to go do that to that toddler. And so he gets no compassion over here. And I'm a very compassionate person, but no, there's no compassion for him at all. No sympathy for him. I asked to confirm, and yes, it was my. Oh goodness. Yep. And please, baby, if you got I asked to confirm, and yes, it was my damn school district. I had to make sure I would follow this story. Yeah, Miss Lady Charisma, stay on top of it. I sure said I'm gonna follow it, but they're not telling us too much about that 13-year-old, what's happening to him. But I very well hope that they hold him accountable, because they got to think, if it was your child. See, this is the way I wish the law worked. If it was your child, what would you do? While them judges up there sitting high on them benches, if it was your child, what would you do? So the way that you would feel, that's how that parent that's sitting out there that you looking over, that's how they feel. Or maybe worse. Some things don't deserve compassion. This don't deserve compassion. Because that 6-year-old baby needed help. He needed somebody to help him and protect him. And the people that were supposed to be doing their job did not do their job, because they didn't make sure all those kids was off that bus. So this don't deserve no compassion. It ain't a compassionate bone in my body for this situation. Period. That's a doggone toddler. 6 years old. Big old 13-year-old doing some garbage like that to him. Like I said, he could have found somebody else that like what he liked, because there's plenty of them, even at his age. And those babies be out the closet, baby. They be more feminine than me. So he could have definitely found somebody that like what he liked, instead of going to do that to somebody doggone baby. Ain't nobody giving him no compassion. And I pray that mama fight ain't no compassion. And she shouldn't have no compassion. Anybody that expect her to have some compassion, I don't know what type of person you is. These babies take their life behind stuff like that. Somebody doing that mess when all he was trying to do is go to school. All that baby wanted to do was get his education. That baby went to school to have fun with his little friends and color and stuff. He ain't go there to have to worry about nobody nasty behind, perverted behind child. Do no mess like that to him on a doggone school bus. Ain't nobody got no compassion for him because he 13. So you 13, that mean you're behind no better than to do some old nasty perverted mess like that to that baby. Then do it repeatedly. You know exactly what you was doing. You didn't do it one time and then feel like, oh, I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't do it. No, your little sick behind kept doing it. So he don't deserve no doggone compassion. Who gonna fix that child mentally? He the only person we need to be worrying about in this. Talk some compassion. That's the only compassion I got for that little baby. And for his healing, for his mental, for his body to heal, for that baby to feel okay. But like I said, as a mother, I don't know why she's sending him back to school, y'all, because I wouldn't have been able to. I don't care. See me in court. You want to charge truancy? Charge me with truancy, but my baby ain't going back. Or provide him to where he can go to another school district and be able to help his mama with transportation and stuff like that. Like the community need to come together and do some stuff like that because he would have never went back to that school. Because it's already all over the news and everything like that. So you already know that they probably talking about it in the school. That poor baby got to go to school. But at 6, he probably don't understand. But I know he feel like, people may be looking at him funny or maybe handling him a little more gentle than they did before. Different things like that he probably picking up on. Because he probably picking up on that the energy is different. But I thank God that he's now safe. That hopefully this little boy is locked up somewhere because that's where he need to be. Even though whether they telling us or not, I hope that they got his little behind locked up somewhere. Because he need to be locked up and stay away from people doggone children. He don't need to have no access to nobody little babies. I know that's right, Miss Lady Charisma. Mine wouldn't go back, period, either. Ever. Take me to court. Take me to court. Do whatever you got to do, but mine ain't going back. What's wrong with them? Like, nah, that ain't nothing to play with. That ain't nothing to sweep under the rug. That ain't nothing that's minor. That's big major. And like I said, that poor baby will live with that forever. He will never forget what was going on with him. No matter how much money or whatever come out of this, that baby will never forget. He'll live with that trauma forever. Everybody else go get them dollars or whatever they get from suing them people. But what about him? What about the lifelong trauma he will always walk around with? He's going to walk around with that in his mind forever. He will never be the same. He would never be the same. Who got compassion for that? The fact that baby will never be the same. At such a gentle little age, somebody do some mess like that to him, just going to school, y'all. Can you imagine putting your baby on the bus and some foolery like that happening to him, and now they want you to have compassion for the 13-year-old that did it to them? Oh, please. Compassion where? None. Not a little bit, because he's sick and he a pervert. And that's period. I don't care how old he is. I said what I said and I mean it and I stand on it. I don't care. Because like I said, even if somebody did something like that to him, he should have got doggone handled a different way. Find somebody that like what you like. You didn't have to do that to nobody, a little toddler that can't fight back. That's something bigger. That's something mental. No doggone compassion for him. Talk about second chances. Second chance to do what? A second chance to do what? To play with who? Please. God gives second chances. God forgives. For real. Because that's the no-go. That's the no-go right there. That's awful. It ain't like you was fighting a baby. Something like that, you did the worst that you could do to a child. It ain't like you was one of the bullies that, you did the worst thing that you could do to somebody doggone baby. Something that'll have an everlasting effect on him forever. For the rest of his whole little life. He'll forever remember. But I just wonder why the baby wasn't saying nothing. Like, what was he saying to him? So can y'all imagine the threats that he probably, in my opinion, was saying to that baby to make him not go home and say anything? Like, can y'all imagine? But at 6 years old, I just wonder if the mama was still washing him or was she allowing him to wash himself? Because at that age, I would have still been washing him. So I would have noticed, something, because they said it was trauma. So I'm just thinking maybe she's one of those moms that's taught him to be independent so he can wash himself at 6. But me, I would have just been, cleaning my, still cleaning them at 6 years old, like in the bathtub and stuff. But maybe she just one of those ones, because you do have some people that have teach their children independence early in life. So, they let them take their own. But I just don't think at 6 you can wash yourself good. You know what I'm saying? You still need a little assistance. So, but y'all, that thing broke my heart when I seen it. I said, Lord Jesus, like, what is wrong with these sick behind children? Like, these kids getting sicker and sicker and worse and worse. While everybody keep giving them a slap on the wrist, they getting worse. Like, for you to think that you could get away with some foolishness like that, you go pick on somebody a little taller. So I pay my taxes for you to protect these babies, and they could not. Exactly, Miss Lady Charisma. I know, so mad. Live it. Like, for you to do something simple as walking the doggone bus to make sure all the children was off the bus. That's all you had to do. Something that simple, which definitely should be a part of your job description. Walk the bus and make sure all the kids off the freaking bus. Like, ugh. I don't got compassion for none of them in this situation, except for that baby. The rest of them is, all of them need to be held accountable. All of them. The bus driver. Now, the principal, I can't say now the principal. I don't know about the principal, okay? I'm going to be fair. Because, the principal, of course, you give, that's just like everybody. You give them a job and you expect them to do their job. You know what I'm saying? The principal does not walk the buses. So I can see how maybe the principal missed it. I'm gonna be fair. I can see it maybe how the principal missed it. But the bus driver is totally 100% accountable, because you were supposed to walk your bus every day to make sure nobody was on that doggone bus. Had you been doing your job, that wouldn't have been happening to that doggone baby. So that bus driver is 100% accountable. But the principal, I can't say, like I said, in all fairness, they got a whole school to run, and they have to, watch out for a whole bunch of kids. So the principal, I could be a little lenient with the principal. And I understand, I know it's a lot of anger, but just to be logical, the principal part of it, I can say that, I think should be shown a little grace, because, it's just no way they would have known. But, I just think they maybe need to now. Hopefully they'll adapt a way that they watch those doggone. I wonder where was the bus aid exactly. That's what I'm saying. Miss Lady Charisma is a bus driver and a bus aid. So nobody walked the bus to make sure all the babies off the bus every day. That's what I'm saying. Like, so nobody was doing their job. They just sit on the bus. Everybody just jump off the bus with the kids. Don't nobody walk the bus and make sure everybody off the bus. Like, make it make sense. How's this little boy getting to a 13-year-old getting to a little 6-year-old? Please make it make sense to where we can all understand. Because at this point, we ain't understanding. The math ain't mathing. It ain't making no sense to us. We need to know what the issue is, because it ain't making no sense. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no way to make this to a point where you can, I understand how it could have happened. No, it ain't none of that in this situation. If everybody was doing their job, it wouldn't have happened. Like, it's just, oh God, and I just pray for that mama, honey. I pray that she get all the justice that she can get, but baby, it's gonna be deeper. It's gonna be something that lady gonna have to deal with forever. Regardless of what kind of justice is handed down, whether it's swift or major, she'll still have to deal with that traumatized baby forever. So no matter, like I said, is it really justice? Certain things you just can't turn back from. It don't matter what nobody do. It can't be fixed. All she can do is continue to work on her baby. And pray to God, like I said, people in the school, since she did send him back to the school, that they're not talking about it, that nobody's bullying him, that nobody's talking to him about it, not making it a part of his everyday life. Hopefully everybody around him is working with the baby, helping him heal the best way they can. And they need to start now. And they need to work on him. It need to be a daily thing, a daily pouring into him, a daily, teaching him daily affirmations about loving himself, teaching him daily more about, what life is, and, stuff like that. She's going to actually have to have the talk about, you know, grown people stuff with him real early in life, just so he'll understand that doesn't mean that's not supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? She has to definitely, she's gonna definitely have a lot of work. Her work is gonna be elevated. She gonna have to do a lot to try to fix what they broke, what that little boy broke, for real. And I just hope that in her community, everybody pulls together and help her the best way that they can mentally. Because on top of her trying to fix her baby, now this is a mother who constantly has to carry that trauma and, go to sleep and think about, was my baby screaming? You know, was my baby crying for me? You know what I'm saying? Why this was happening to him and I wasn't there. See, as a mother, you go through that stuff, and I'm speaking from experience. Like, if I was there, if I had got there fast enough, could I have done something different? You know, why I couldn't protect him. As a mother, when stuff happened to your child, you go through that in your head. Even if you know reality, you couldn't have been there. Reality, like, it's nothing you could have done to change it. Still in your head, you create all these scenarios because you wish that time could reverse itself and you could be there to save your child from going through it. So mentally, you still always think like that. You mentally just like, what could I, it's my fault. You, for some reason, put it on yourself. And everything that goes wrong with your children, you just automatically feel like it's my fault. I should have did something. Even though, like I said, in reality, you couldn't have did something because ain't nowhere in the world you would have thought some mess like that would have been going on when you sending your little 6-year-old to school. But as a mother, you just blame yourself. Even though you're not at fault, you just automatically blame yourself because you're like, I'm his mother. I'm supposed to protect him. It's just something that consciously happens. So I just hope that the community pulls together and prays with that mother and just help her pour into that baby, and that they are making it very, very clear that no child is to bully him, that no child is to talk about it. It's not funny. And and that they're making it very clear that it would not be, it would not be tolerated, and that they just doing their best to make him, feel safe, y'all. Because my heart goes out to that poor little baby, poor little stinky butt. Like, oh my God, y'all, I just can't. Like, that's just so scary. I'm just like, listen, people doing mess like that, my babies ain't never getting on a bus. I don't care. I take them back and forth to school because it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Like, these children out here doing stuff like this. Oh no, sir. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No way, Jose. Not mine. They ain't getting on nobody bus. Cause baby, you would never think no mess like this in no doggone child mind. Like, you 13. What is wrong with you? What did you think? What is going on with you? Why would you do some mess like that? But I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Whatever his reason is, I wouldn't care. I still don't gotta know. Nope. I don't care. I do not care. That's foolish. That's foolishness. But I know DSS probably all up and through that house. She is getting the community support, thank God. And I pray that they continue to. Because she gonna need it, y'all. Because I'm telling you, her mental is gonna be all messed up. Her mental is all messed up. I'm telling you. And ain't even no question about it. Her mental, I know her mental is messed up. And I know she blaming herself. Even though she has no fault in it. I know she's blaming herself. Just as a parent, the child went through something, not nothing like that, but still went through a trauma in life. I know she's blaming herself. Because you just always want to be there to protect your children from bad things happening to them. And when you can't protect them, you feel helpless. And you constantly walk around feeling helpless, feeling like I'm their mama. I didn't even protect them. Like, what good am I to them? Like, it's just something mental, and it becomes. That's why I said when people hurt people, they don't just hurt the person, that they hurt everybody that loves that person. That trauma carries throughout everybody that loves that person. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want to be able to reverse time, and if I could been there, what could I have done to save him from that happening to him or her? It's just a constant mental battle when trauma like that happens. But y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I need to take my medicine. My nose just keep on stopping up, y'all. I just wanted to come in and chit chat with y'all. We'll definitely go more in depth about some things, some topics. I might come on tomorrow if I feel a little better. But y'all, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all. Because I hadn't been on in a few days. Uh, But yeah, y'all, everybody, please, under the sound of my voice, please pray for that child and his mother. Um, that God provide comfort where there is none. Y'all, I really can't say understanding because I can't even understand it. You know what I'm saying? But just God to provide them comfort. I just went through that with my daughter. Oh my God. Miss Lorraine Braggs. I just went through that. My daughter was killed in an accident with her cousin that was drunk over 3 times the legal limit, then lied and said she wasn't the driver, even though my daughter was cut. Lord, my Jesus. My condolences to you, Miss Lorraine Braggs. And I know you're going through that because you just wanted to be able to be there to stop the accident. You know, that's what I'm just saying about the mental. You go through that. It's like, what could I have done different? Should I have not let her go? You know, stuff like that. But don't do that to yourself, baby. It was nothing you could have done. Okay, you didn't know when she got in that car that would be it, that you wouldn't see your baby no more. Don't do that to yourself, y'all. As parents, we, like I said, we all do that because we want to just feel like it's something that we should have done, baby. It's nothing that you could have done. It's nothing you could have done differently. But we are definitely praying for you, Miss Lorraine Braggs. And like I said, don't mentally torture yourself like that, baby, because that's all you're doing is a mental torture. You walk around with that mental torture every day of your life. But don't do it to yourself. It's not, like I said, it's nothing you could have done. You know, people are given to us. It's, for an amount of time, and then God need them back. It's on YouTube. Type in Deanie Edward. Dee. Okay, I'm gonna watch as soon as I get up, and I am. We definitely praying for your mental, and it's praying that God provides you comfort in your weakest hours, Miss Lorraine Braggs. That God holds you when you are weak, that He carries you when your soul feel tired. Because I can imagine that kind of pain, your soul be tired, your soul be hurt. Losing your baby. But again, I pray that God wrap His loving arms around you and show you that He's still God, and He helps you and carries you through that type of pain. Because God knows, I can imagine it ain't easy. Your type of pain, I never want to feel. But I'm definitely gonna type it in and watch it. Okay. Matter of fact, let me make sure I get this name before I get off here. Let me get on my phone. And you know I'm a crier. You about to make me cry. I can see it. I can feel it already. Cause I'm a crier, y'all. I cry about everything. I am a crier. Okay. You said DEA. Praying for, yes, we are definitely praying for Miss Lorraine Braggs and her family. Definitely, definitely. DEE. Okay, DEEA. Hold on. ANNA. Deanna Edwards. Let me see. She killed her friend and tried to blame her. Huh? Your daughter was a mother of four, Miss Lorraine Braggs? Is this her, the mother of four in Milwaukee? Oh, she was beautiful too. If this her. Okay, that was her. Okay. Okay, it was her. It said she killed her friend and tried to blame her for her own death. So it was her cousin though, right? You said it was her cousin. This say her friend with her cousin. Okay, this was her cousin. So you say the cousin. They say friend. Okay. Well, y'all, let's go over here and watch this and see. This was a month ago. Jesus, this fresh. Oh Lord, Miss. This is a month ago, y'all. Okay, I'm about to go watch it. Beautiful. Your baby was beautiful too, Mr. Rain. Yes, cousin. Okay, so it's not her friend. That was her cousin. Lord God, her own cousin. Jesus Christ. So she tried to blame your baby for her own death. Oh no. Oh my God. Lord, let me go watch this, y'all. If you don't mind, if you want to talk about it, Miss Braggs, when I come on tomorrow, we can talk about it. I'm gonna watch it though. Or if you have your own platform and you gonna talk about it, let us know, Miss Braggs, so we can come watch. Which either one is fine, but I'm gonna definitely watch it. It was her, not me. What the world? She's sticking to the lie. Jesus Christ. Your own people. Beautiful, beautiful baby too. And she got 4 babies. So you got the babies now, Miss Lorraine? Oh, Jesus. She got 4 babies, y'all. Okay, it say the friend, cousin, but it say friend. Okay, so she was charged, so that's good. She didn't get away with her lie because it showed that she was charged. I pray to God that you and your family. Okay, okay. So I pray to God that you and your family get justice. Okay, I definitely pray that y'all get justice because God see how He look low. Okay, so just know God will prevail, and you will become out as victorious as you can. Because I know in this situation you feel like there ain't nothing nobody can do to make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? I know. I can just imagine that nothing nobody would know. Even if justice is brought, it don't bring your baby back. So I know this is a hard one. Oh God! So now she out. They bailed her out. She got a bond. Y'all see? Yeah. See what I'm saying? Why would she get a bond? You see what I'm saying? This is what I be saying about the judicial system. What she go? Like, come on. Then you couldn't even warm it up and say that you did it. You tried to blame it on the cousin, and she already passed on. See, stuff like that. See, bonds would be determined with me based on character. If you that type of person and you know that you was responsible and then you turned around and lied and said that she did it, you wouldn't have got no bond. Wouldn't nobody been able to bail you out. Because your character tells me you a liar. Oh Lord, then it was her third DUI. See what I'm saying? Why she got a bond? For her to get out here and do the same thing again. This is what I be saying. Be drunk driving and hurt somebody else. That's ridiculous. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Miss Lorraine Braggs. But we definitely are praying for you and your family, praying for your strength. And again, I pray that God carries you when you're too weak to walk. I pray that God comforts you. Right, Miss. Oh my God, like that's ridiculous. The third DUI. Why did she even get a bond? She definitely ain't learned her lesson because as she learned the first or the second time, her cousin wouldn't be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Why would you know? And that's a slap in Miss Lorraine's face. Like y'all let her out, my baby gone. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's hard with it being her cousin. So now it's probably all within the family. Got the family probably all discombobulated. Like I know that's probably hard. I know you probably dealing with a lot, Miss Lorraine. God knows we praying for your strength, Queen. We are definitely praying for your strength. Like that's ridiculous. But I pray that you get the justice, as much justice as you can get. Because like I said, I know that no matter what they do to her, it ain't gonna bring your baby back to you. But I pray that you get justice. Swift justice. Yep, I can imagine. She said the family told, I can imagine because now everybody got to pick a side. You know what I'm saying? In this situation, they feel like they got to pick a side because they family. They can feel like your family, so everybody got to pick a side. But at this point, what is it? Ain't no picking no sides. She wrong. Period. It ain't no if, ands, or buts about it. She wrong. And now your baby gone because of her misstep, her lack of accountability. Did try to blame it on your baby. Like that's crazy. But we all are definitely praying for you. I gotta take my medicine, Miss Lorraine. Like I said, if you want to talk about it, we can bring you on the panel if you want to tomorrow, okay? Because it allows us like to drop a link on here and you can actually get up on the panel and tell your story. You know, we can pray with you. We can do all that we can to uplift you, okay? I'll drop the link tomorrow, and all you have to do is click on it, okay? And if you want to come up and tell your story, because nobody can tell it better than you, okay? If you want to get your story out, my platform ain't that big, but it's big enough because the people that God need to be here is here, okay? And hopefully they'll share it, and we can get your baby story out. So we can have as many people seeing what we can do. If we need to write a judge, if we need to send emails or whatever, once you get that story, we can all do it. We can help you as much as we can to get some type of justice for your baby. Okay, Miss Lorraine. All right, y'all. So may y'all today be better than yesterday. May your tomorrow be better than today. Know that every day that God blows that breath in your body, you're one step closer to your season. You all please make sure you send up a prayer for Miss Lorraine Braggs and her family, and also for that 6-year-old baby and his mom. Okay, we got a lot of praying to do tonight, y'all. Let's pray for them all. And I pray for you all as well. Everybody have a blessed night.